Here. So you are Joe?
Yes, I am, from Reframed.
Wonderful. And your colleague is pitching later for you, for your team, but
Yeah.
do you want to tell us a bit about what Reframed is?
Yeah, we allow people to comment on moments of video. So rather than that having a single video and then a comment box just on the page, completely separate, we timestamp the comments from the moment that they're relevant.
Right. Okay. So what applications has that had for learning particularly?
It kind of applies to all of video. So this is one of the problems that we have.
Yeah.
Directly, we've had a lot of really good feedback on, for instance, teachers being able to go and access publicly available content on things like YouTube, and then just be able to make their own private notes and say that this is Key Stage 3 physics, or I could use this, or isn't this a great illustration of this particular concept that we were discussing.
Yeah.
Also, as kind of learning is being flipped from being very much a classroom delivered lecture and then go away and do something, the kind of models where you can go away and do something and then come back and discuss it, it's really good for that. So everyone can go watch the same video, make all of their own comments and things like that, and then have that kind of discussion. As I said, you can make private comments, but teachers or featured users or whoever could then leave a question. So for instance, and the example that we have in the pitch deck later is taking Felix's jump from space and saying, when he's jumping out now, what forces apply to him? When he's got the parachute, what forces now apply to him? So it's that kind of discussion environment where we're kind of trying to get more out of video.
So it's kind of not quite the sort of second screen activity where somebody might sit and watch a video or watch the TV and be tweeting their sort of random thoughts on it. It's more considered comments that relate to the content. And is that kind of what you're aiming?
Well, we do both. We kind of our job is kind of to facilitate whatever discussions are happening around video. So it's a tool that anybody can use for it. So we have a really good time with Twitter. So we can push out those comments to Twitter, and the video appears inside the Twitter timeline as well. So when you press play on a tweet, you can see the moment that everyone was talking about, and then you can bring them back into the conversation and have an argument or a discussion or whatever. But also, if somebody's logged into Reframed using their Twitter account and they tweet, we know where you are in the video. So there is wider applications. Because we're getting video and taking written comments, essentially, we can also do sentiment analysis on the moments within the video. So we had some really interesting experiments around the IndieRef debates. There were quite a lot sweary, as you can imagine, and we just kind of put that up for people to play with. So yeah, it is a very big idea, but I mean, instantly, I use videos to learn things all the time. Big fan of TED Talks. So I go through and make all of my own notes, and then I have a dashboard where I can go through and go, what was that talk where they were talking about this specific thing, and I can click through and go into it.
Are you sort of at that point where you've got so many potential avenues you could go down and you're trying to work out where to go next, or are you
pretty
more
much
focused?
I mean, education is a big one for us. I mean, it might not be like the biggest money spinner, but it's really important to us as a team. We're all geeks. We all enjoy learning things and sharing all of those kind of discussions and things like that. So yeah, we have there is an element of, yes, it applies to all of video, but we're also trying to concentrate on various different opportunities as we see them. But yeah,
it sounds very exciting. Where can people go to find out a bit more, particularly if they want to vote for you later on?
So if you go to reframed.tv, anybody can add any publicly available YouTube or Vimeo video. We've also got embeddable players, which means that you can take that functionality and put that on your own website or blog. We can limit that to featured users, so it could be one particular class or one particular group of people. But yeah, all of the details are on there. Feel free to email us.
So yeah, fantastic. That sounded great, wonderful. I will certainly be looking that up as well. So thank you very much for joining us there.